Hi there. Welcome to Annan T1D. My name is Susan. My daughter Mia has type 1 diabetes.
And my name is Lisa. I am a diabetes educator and also have type 1 diabetes. Our goal at Annan T1D is to break down the different aspects of type 1 diabetes so it is easier to understand. In this video, we meet Dave, who has type 1, and his daughter Brooke. We talk about eating healthy with type 1 diabetes. Please remember that this video is for informational purposes and is not meant to replace your doctor or care team.
Please like and subscribe to our channel to get updates. Let us know in the comments what else you would like to hear about. Thank you.
Lisa, this is Dave. He and I work together. His daughter Brooke is friends with Mia. Dave has type 1 diabetes. When I mentioned you to him, he was hoping to meet you.
Susan, thank you for inviting me. Lisa, nice to meet you. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was 21. At that time, it was a lot, and I didn't remember much, so I've been figuring it out on my own. Susan tells me you are a diabetes educator and that you have been helping them understand things better. So, I was hoping I could learn more from you.
Nice to meet you, Dave. And you, Brooke. Dave, I am happy to help. I also have type 1. I was diagnosed when I was 14. It is a lot to take in when you're diagnosed, and things have changed too.
Can we order food first? Can I have mac and cheese?
Me too. Can I have mac and cheese too?
Sure, but do you want to get something with it? A side of veggies?
Do I have to? I love mac and cheese. And I will dose for it.
Mia, mac and cheese is yummy, but it's mostly carbs. You need to eat more than just carbs. Same goes for Brooke too.
But Lisa said carbs are how we get fuel. Isn't that what I need then? What do veggies do?
Dad, why do I need to eat veggies?
Mia, you're right about needing carbs for fuel. And Brooke, your dad is right about needing to eat veggies. Okay, let's finish ordering and we can talk about it. Mia, our body needs much more than fuel to make sure we grow and become strong.
Is that something I have to do because I have type 1?
This is not just for people who have type 1. There is no special diabetic diet. Brooke has to eat her veggies too. All of us should try and eat healthy, whether you have type 1 or not.
Mom and Dad say that all the time, but what does eating healthy mean?
Okay, let me explain with an example. Have you seen people building a house? They need different materials for that. Some materials they need a lot of, like concrete, steel, and wood. Others they don't need as much, like doors, windows, and light bulbs. But they are all equally important to make sure the house is strong and stable. Just like that, people need different things from food to grow and stay healthy. These are called nutrients.
Are carbs one of them?
Yep, carbs are one type of nutrient. Just like when you build a house, you need more of some material and less of others. Our body needs more of some nutrients than others. The nutrients that our body needs in larger amounts are called macronutrients, and the nutrients that we need in smaller amounts are called micronutrients. Let's take a closer look at them. Imagine our body as a house. We need 3 macronutrients: carbs, protein, and fat. The micronutrients we need are vitamins and minerals. You can see that we need all these nutrients to make it strong and healthy. Let's see what each of these nutrients does. The first macronutrient is carbohydrates, or carbs for short. Carbs are the fuel that we need for our daily activities. Children especially need carbs to grow and get bigger and stronger. We get carbs from foods like rice, bread, beans, pizza, and also fruits like apples and bananas. Our body breaks it down to sugar and uses it as fuel.
I remember in the beginning it was tempting to cut back on carbs so we can avoid a shot. The educators then told us not to do that.
Lots of families have the same thought. I am glad you stopped doing that. A low-carb or keto diet has its uses for weight loss and for some people with seizures, but it is not good for children in general because they need carbs to grow. Without carbs, the body taps into protein and fat for energy at the same time, forming ketones. You also don't have reserve glucose, so if glucagon is needed, it may not work very well. Also, carbs are replaced by fat in the diet, which can cause other health issues like high cholesterol. And anyway, you can't avoid insulin shots all the time, right? Carbs are just one reason for insulin.
This is so important to know. I didn't realize that a low-carb diet can affect us in such different ways.
I agree. We realized that it was easier and better to let Mia eat carbs and then dose for it. Without it, she was tired and cranky. Mia, let's dose for your mac and cheese. Will you be eating all of it?
Yes. All of it.
Let's do it so you can start eating.
I better dose for my dinner too.
Same here. I can't wait to dig in. We know that carbs are important, but the kind of carbs are just as important. All carbs are broken down to sugar, but this does not mean that all carbs are created equal. There are two types of sugar, natural sugar and added sugar. Natural sugar is what we get when we break down carbs from food. Added sugar includes any sugar or sweetener that is added when preparing food, like white sugar, brown sugar, honey, and sweeteners. This is found in processed food like donuts, bread, candy, and even ketchup. Too much added sugar can lead to health conditions like high blood pressure and heart problems. Some carbs cause quick large spikes in blood sugars, which can then crash. This can happen with sugary drinks like juice and regular soda. Other processed food like white bread, rice, and pasta can do the same. These foods don't have enough fiber. Fiber slows the absorption of carbs, blunting the glucose spike. It also makes us feel fuller faster. Fruits like apples and berries, beans, oats, and whole grain are higher in fiber.
Cereal spiked my blood sugar really high. I could not figure out how to control it, so I just stopped eating it.
Pasta night has always been challenging. Mia's sugars are all over the place all night.
This is due to the fiber content, sometimes called glycemic index. We can talk more about it later. I think it will be useful for both of you with meal planning and dosing for certain foods.
That would be great. It will help a lot.
Sounds good. We'll do that another time. Now, let's move on to the next macronutrient. Protein. The main role of protein is to build and repair muscle, make us stronger, and to provide stamina. Just like carbs are made up of sugar, the building blocks for protein are amino acids. But unlike sugar, there are different types of amino acids. Some amino acids our body can make, but there are 9 that we can only get from our diet. Some protein sources have all 9 amino acids, but others don't, so it is important to mix them up in our diet. Foods that have all 9 amino acids are called complete proteins. These are beef, chicken, fish, eggs, dairy, soy, quinoa, and buckwheat. Other foods that only have a few amino acids are nuts, beans, chickpeas, and also some vegetables like corn, spinach, and artichokes. One tip is to include a protein in each meal and try to make sure it is a different one, so we get all the amino acids.
I didn't know about the different amino acids and the importance of adding a variety of protein in our diet.
A lot of people don't know that. Same with fat, which is the third macronutrient. People think that fat is bad for you, but our body needs fat to cushion organs, for daily body functions, and to absorb some nutrients. There are different kinds of fat, some healthy and others not, so it is important to pick the right kind. Unhealthy fat includes trans fat and saturated fat. Trans fat is usually solid at room temperature. It is found in margarine, deep frying fat, cooking fat, cookies, and cakes. These are bad for the body, so avoid it as much as possible. Saturated fat is found in fatty meats like beef, lamb, bacon, whole milk, and its products like cheese and yogurt and ice cream. It is okay to have some of it in your diet. Healthy fat includes unsaturated fat. This is found in different oils like sunflower oil, olive oil, and sesame oil. It is also found in nuts, seeds like chia, flax, and pumpkin, and avocados. Oily fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are also high in unsaturated fat. Moving on to the micronutrients, we have vitamins and minerals. These are very important for growth, fighting infections, and for almost every single process in our body. We don't need a lot of it, so it is easy to include it in our diet. Foods rich in vitamins and minerals are green leafy vegetables, berries, carrots, cucumber, and tomatoes. Beans and nuts also are great sources. Just like protein, different foods have different vitamins and minerals, so it is important to mix it up. The more colorful the plate, the better. It sounds like there is a lot to watch for, especially if you have dietary restrictions, allergies, or when children are picky or have texture issues. This is where your diabetes team can help. A few tips that make it easier to eat healthy are: eat regular meals and snacks. Eat quality food, less processed foods, soda or juice, even diet soda. Make sure your meal has something from each of the nutrient group. Susan, as Mia grows, her needs will change. Younger kids actually need more protein than grown-ups. Kids going through puberty need more calories. So, talk to Mia's team to make sure her diet is meeting her needs.
Lisa, I can't tell you how valuable this is for me. I knew bits and pieces of this, but hearing it all together just helps a lot.
And I am glad Mia can eat everything I can. Dad, can we get dessert?
I don't see why not. It's been a while since we have had a treat. We hope this video gave you a better idea about eating healthy with or without type 1 diabetes. If you liked our content, please like and subscribe to our channel to get updates. Let us know in the comments what else you would like to hear about. Again, please remember that this is for informational purposes only. Thank you for watching.